Talking about, you're different because you've been doing it for a long time and you've been doing it very well. How tough is it to be ready as a returner for the regular season? Because you can't really,
Yeah, it's kind of a game
you
time
can't do it
thing.
in practice,
Yeah.
right? It's a game feel only.
I mean, just getting used to the kicks with Cody. Cody's one of the best kickers in the league, so having his kicks, and catching those is just getting used to the ball being in the air, locking my eyes on the ball. Everything else is just going to be game time, just seeing how the returns are set up. So just going through the motions in practice, but you really don't get that real full rep until you get to the game. So I'm glad I've been doing it for a while, so I don't really have to get too ready, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what are the keys to a good return?
Starts with the blocking up front and the design of the return and the setup, and then just me trusting my guys that they're blocking down the field and just hitting it, just vertical. I'll say that.
And how important is that first step for you?
Definitely important. Just selling it, kind of selling the return, making the defense go one way, and then just setting up your return, setting up your block. So it's a lot of points that go into it, but I think that's the most important one, the first step.
And how much satisfaction as a returner do you get from a successful return?
It's nothing better, man. The whole crowd goes crazy. The sideline goes crazy. I feel like it's no better play than either a missed field goal return or a regular punt return, man, or kick return. Returns in general is just, sparks the crowd. Everybody gets hype over it, so it's one of the best feelings.
So this team hasn't had a kick or a punt return touchdown they had one in 2022, I think, but
yeah.
They're not known for return.
Yeah.
Traditionally, how good would it feel to be able to do that in front of the fans?
Man, here with Coach Kilam and knowing the returner that was here with Gizmo, it's going to feel amazing. I'm just really excited to really work with Coach Kilam and get this thing rolling, man. But I know he got something in his pocket, and I can't wait to get the season going.
What's different about Mark and the way he coaches special teams?
I've always respected Coach Kilam, even when I was in Toronto playing against him. I've always known that he was a great special teams coach in this league. So when I heard he got the job here and I was already here, he called me. We laughed for a little bit, talked about what our plans was, and we're just both excited to finally work together and get this thing rolling.
You got to do both last year, returned early especially, and then lots in the offense in the second half of the season. What's the right mix for a guy like you to be in the offense but to return as well?
It's a load. It's a lot of load, but you just got to get used to it, man. I want the ball in my hands. I'm a playmaker, so I got to toughen it up. Sometimes I'll be tired, but you just got to toughen it up and keep going, man, because we need to make plays, and I'm one of the guys that want to make the play. So
the run game on this team with you, with Justin, with Tre, could be a pretty huge weapon.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah. We finished last year really strong, finishing #1 in rushing. So we kind of just want to go off that, keep building. We got some backs and we got a quarterback that can roll. So I love watching each other.
Yeah. Tell me about Tre and what you've seen from him.
Man, he's great, bro. He's a hell of an athlete, good leader. I love playing with Tre. He's my guy, but. So he's a lot for a defense to handle. He can throw, he can take off. We all know that. So that's a lot to handle for a quarterback, for a defense, excuse me. And he's exciting to watch, electrifying player.
A lot of guys I talk to him, that's what they talk about his leadership, and I think maybe that's new for him because he really, as the backup, you're kind of not in that leadership role, right? But he seems to have taken hold of it.
He's taken on that role pretty well. Last year, like you said, being the backup, he wasn't really trying to talk too much and just overstep his boundary. But here, this is his team. He's the quarterback. He's the guy. So he's stepping up in that role, and we all right behind him.
Yeah. I don't know how much time you're getting Saturday or how much time you want.
I don't know.
What do you need? What do you need? Like you have 2 preseason games. Do you need a certain amount of touches or a certain amount of series?
I just need one good thud up, and I'm good. I don't know if we're playing Saturday. I guess we'll find out tonight in meetings. But it doesn't take too much to get back into it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate y'all.